Hey everybody. Didn't have any trades today. I was collecting some data on some new confluences. Um, didn't take anything, but I was watching the charts and everything. But um, basically, I was ignoring wick theory, ignoring my standard deviations, ignoring everything. Just really focusing on these first presented for value gaps, and some other basic stuff like inverse for value gaps, stuff like that. So here was the trade I would have taken. Um, if I was deciding to trade today. So we had this inverse for value gap that I got inverse right here. Um, Bearish for value gap, inversed. And we had the first presented for value gap right here. From right here on the 5-minute. There was a couple of other ones. It also hit the 1-minute one as well. And I don't think there was any on the 15-minute except up here, but really choppy day overall. But this basically bottom ticked to an extent. I would have put a limit right at the start of this first presented for value gap. Stop would have been 15 points or a little bit below it. We were also in this inverse for value gap as well. So I was expecting price to rise while tapping this. It tapped into it, came right back up, and I would have targeted either previous day highs or this high right here, or I would have targeted this high, or I would have targeted this other high up here. All high time frame liquidity, just basic targets where price is going to want to move. This is more basic confluences. Normally my confluence is a little bit more advanced, but I did enjoy doing this as well. We also had this very nice wick theory right here. See, we swept out this, rejected off of it. A little bit below, it missed CE by a little bit. This is going to be a nice little wick theory for later on, as we had this higher time frame SMT. We have liquidity below, so I'm expecting either, as long as the new week opening gap is super high up into this 4-hour wick theory from a couple weeks ago, I'm expecting price to down trade into this 15-minute wick theory with an SMT, take out these lowers in liquidity, hit CE, and hopefully either go up to all-time highs eventually. Another problem I'm seeing is we have this new opening gap that's still unfilled. Got a little bit filled right here, but there's still about 80 points left to be filled. So eventually price is either going to shoot down there and fill that. But as of what I'm seeing now, price is kind of forgetting about it. Especially with all the news with tariffs and everything about how they're mitigating it. I'm expecting price to go to all-time highs soon. Up here. No, not up there, I'm sorry. Up here. If we keep bull running like we are. But I do expect this new day opening gap to get filled sometime within the next week or two. But yeah, it would have been a nice day. Didn't take anything. Collecting some data. I normally don't like trading on Fridays, so this works out perfectly for me. Just based on some data and stuff, Friday and Monday are usually my worst days, so I try and be very wary when I'm trading those days. But a lot of confluences with the wick theory and the first presented for value gap with the inverse for value gap. A plus trade in my opinion. Still learning it. It's going to take me a bit to do it. But as of right now, I think it's going pretty well. It's a very basic confluence. Basically, it's the fair value gap. That's really all it is. My bias for the day was bullish because we had these 3 low resistance liquidity right up here, higher time frame. I was expecting all of those to get taken out as they were. We also had this right here, and this right here. A lot of highs to be taken out in this range as it was more consolidating in the higher time frames. Yeah, pretty good day overall. Nice day today. Data day. There we go. Nice day today. Yeah, I'm expecting wick theory eventually down here when we come back in this range next week. Still learning this. Let's see. Beyond 15. it worked right here pretty well. Traded back into it. Even though this is more or less just a bearish for value gap, but it did run for a decent amount of points. I probably would have ended up targeting the fill of this. Either would have been break even or I would have trailed my stops. But good little day to day. I can't stop saying that. You know what I mean. A good day overall. Would have been a pretty long trade, but it would have worked out, and that's the best part. Main thing here is these higher time frame SMT for the wick theory, as that usually helps a lot with wick theory in general. A lot of the standard deviations for the past couple days have sucked. Give you an example. Let's go last London leg on the 5 minute. You would have been in drawdown 12 points, would have got stopped. Worked a little bit. Honestly, they've been kind of spotty, especially with these rougher market conditions. There was an AMD I saw as well. Right there. That was a little bit better. Probably still would have gotten taken out, but still a good trade. Nice little thing to have the confluences for the wick theory, as we do have standard deviations near where my wick theory originally was. So this would have been a nice A+ trade as well. Would have had to take that kind of early into market open. But yeah, good trades. Good learning day, which I'm happy with. Yeah, I'll catch you guys later.